Manchester United signing Osimhem, Bayern star moving to Barça, Guardiola puts half the squad up for transfer. Chelsea buying a World Cup winner, Paris Saint-Germain prepping 100 million euros for a top striker. We're talking about this and much more today. If this video gets 500 likes, it'll give us the motivation to keep making new videos. So, enjoy the watch and let's get started. Emiliano Martinez to Chelsea sounds like something straight out of a transfer thriller. But is there any real substance to this, or is it just another rumour to fuel the rumour mill? Chelsea's goalkeeping position has been a real rollercoaster in recent years. Robert Sanchez, signed last summer as the number one, clearly hasn't convinced all the fans. His performances are sometimes like a lottery. One moment he makes incredible saves, the next he concedes soft goals. It feels like consistency is just a word in the dictionary for him. This is where Martinez's name comes into the picture, potentially becoming the answer to all the Blues fans' prayers. Martinez isn't just a goalkeeper. He's a brick wall who knows how to win trophies. A World Cup winner with Argentina, the hero of the final against France, and a Golden Glove recipient. And how many clean sheets does he have in his career? 60 shutouts in 182 games. That's top tier. But why would Aston Villa suddenly be willing to let go of their leader? The reason is simple. Ambition. Under Unai Emery, Villa had a fantastic last season, qualifying for the Champions League. But this year, the team has started to falter and is currently only in 6th place in the Premier League. If they don't make it into the coveted top 4, keeping Martinez will be extremely difficult. Chelsea, on the other hand, are on the upswing. They're second in the league and seriously aiming for a return to the Champions League. Now, about the money. Martinez's contract runs until 2029, and Aston Villa certainly won't sell him on the cheap. But when has that ever stopped Chelsea? This club is used to spending big, especially when it comes to key positions. But here's the question: does Chelsea even need another goalkeeper? Won't this be another example of quantity over quality? Or does Sanchez really need someone to push him to raise his game? Martinez isn't just reliable, he's a leader who can be a voice in the dressing room. His experience and charisma are exactly what the young Chelsea team, being built under Enzo Maresca, needs. But is there confidence that the Argentine can adapt to the Blues' playing style? After all, playing for Villa and playing for Chelsea are two completely different levels of pressure. Now imagine this, the season is in full swing. Chelsea are in the Champions League and Martinez is carrying the team to the semi-finals. Sounds beautiful, right? But let's be honest, the transfer market is unpredictable. Today it's just a rumour, and tomorrow Chelsea might be slapping down a €50 million bid. What do you think? Should Chelsea take the risk and splash big money on Martinez? Or is it better to give Sanchez a chance? We'll be following this story and we'll definitely let you know if anything new develops. So, Barcelona are back in the dumps again. Or rather, not exactly at rock bottom, but definitely not where they should be. They lost to Atletico, and it wasn't just a loss. It was a proper thrashing. And you know, what's the most frustrating part? Their stats this season are worse than last season with Xavi. Can you believe that? Back then, after 19 games, they had 41 points, and now they're a whole 3 points behind. And then, out of the blue, rumours. The whispers from the corridors of power are back, suggesting Flick might get the boot before the end of the season. Are you hearing this? Flick, who they only just appointed. Are you serious? Are you out of your minds? I understand the Barça president is a bit unpredictable, but this is just absurd. Remember how he treated Xavi? This constant back and forth with decisions. He's leaving, then he's staying, then he's leaving again. It's like playing with a doll, not a real person, and a club legend at that. Poor Xavi announced he was leaving in January. And guess what? The team, as if by magic, lifted their spirits and started winning. So, of course, Laporta immediately changed his mind and started begging him to stay. Xavi, being the good guy he is, agreed. And then, bam, everything went downhill again. And what was the result? Xavi was sacked and they brought in Flick. And now, another turn in this madness? Flick is already on his way out? Honestly, it's a vicious cycle, a circus, a theatre of the absurd. And the main question is, where's the logic in all this? Let's break down the situation. Remember the state Flick inherited the team in? The squad was, to put it mildly, not great. Injuries were taking players down left and right. No Araujo, no Gavi, a gaping hole in midfield. He, poor guy, did his best to manage, playing youngsters who flourished under his wing. And what happened? At the start of the season, everything was fantastic. Top of the league, only one Champions League loss, a thrashing of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, mind you. That's just incredible. When have you ever seen Barça so easily dispatch the giants? Usually they struggle against the top teams. They don't know what to do, and there you go. So, Flick clearly has coaching skills. And now, when the team has stalled, when their finishing is woeful, when Lewandowski is missing sitters as if he's possessed, they immediately want to change the manager? Hold on, maybe it's time to face the truth? Lewandowski has had 5 clear-cut chances to score in the last 2 games. And what's the result? 0. And he's supposed to be the team's main goal threat. So it turns out that the problems of one player, even a seasoned one like the Pole, are dragging the whole team down. And what? Now it's Flick's fault that Lewandowski has a mental block. Maybe the management should think about how to strengthen the squad, how to help Flick, instead of this constant changing of managers. Maybe they should focus their energy not on finding a new scapegoat, but on solving the real problems. Maybe it's time to stop shuffling managers like a deck of cards. Maybe it's time to let someone actually work. Or is it more entertaining to watch the team go around in circles and go nowhere? What will happen next? Will they sack Flick or give him a chance to fix things? Will Barça manage to get out of this crisis? There are many questions, but no answers yet. One thing is for sure. We're in for a rollercoaster ride, and nobody knows how it will all end. What do you think? Share your opinion in the comments. Let's discuss this madness. Mohamed Kudus might leave West Ham as early as this winter, with figures swirling in the press. 80 million euros, possibly 85 million euros in the summer. And it seems like the Ghanaian winger has only just settled into his new surroundings after moving from Ajax. But, as they say, we haven't seen him in a Hammers shirt for long. He showed up, shone brightly, and might already be on his way. What's the reason for this? Primarily, it's connected to the situation at Manchester City, where a clear crisis is brewing. 1 win in the last 12 matches. Can you imagine what that's like for the champions, who just yesterday were in control and threatening to demolish every opponent? And suddenly, bam! They're in 7th place in the table. The fans, it seems, can't believe their eyes, and Pep Guardiola, who's used